Libib's booktube channel. I'm your host, Kaylin, and welcome back to another bookish video. Today, it's like we're boarding the night bus and we have a little shrunken head that's like, this is going to be a bumpy ride, ha ha!
Take her away, Ian.
Yeah, take it away, Ernie. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
That's exactly how I feel. We're gonna buckle in our seatbelts, and I realized I haven't done a middle of the year, where am I at for my bookish stats. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. I set out at the beginning of 2022 with 5 bookish goals, and we're gonna be talking about that along with a few other stats that I have. First up, we're checking in on goal number 1, and that is read 36 books. I need to read 24 books between now and the end of the year, so like 3.5 months. I feel like this is a very extreme goal to achieve. However, the power of comic volumes will push me right through to victory, or so I hope. I think there's like 6 volumes in the Paper Girls, so at least I have like 3 other books there. I have Saga that I know I'm going to be reading. I have a few other books left on my fall TBR, so that's like a month worth of reading that I could knock out of my TBR list and TBR pile to count towards the end of the year stuff. But I feel like this is going to be quite the hefty feat to achieve. Also, let me know in the comment section down below if you are on the struggle bus just like me. Goal number 2 is to read 7,500 pages. I cut this back from 10,000 the year before because I'm like, oh, this will be much more achievable. Currently, I have read 1,896 pages, so I have a total of 5,604 pages left to read before the end of the year. Wow, I think I can achieve this. This also goes with goal number 1, is that the books that I have been picking up recently, these comic volumes and graphic novels, they're not that long. So you're looking at maybe 200 pages a volume or under 200 pages. So even though I could read like 50 books, I still could be nowhere near the 7,500 or whatever. Terrible math, a terrible example, so don't quote me there. But it's a little bit harder to achieve the page goal when I'm reading shorter books. So I'm banking on either making one or the other goal for this year. Goal number 3 is to read during the weekends, and I have actually not been reading during the weekends, but what I have been doing is taking advantage of the free time that I have during my lunch break. So I have an hour lunch break, and I typically eat within the first, like, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes of it. So then I have a half hour of extra time. So I've been going on walks, I've been reading, I have been watching some TV, catching up in the meantime of that, catching up on my favorite shows. So that's what I've mainly been doing on my lunch breaks. So it's nice that I find time for reading. However, I want to make it more of a priority on the weekends. The end of the year is going to be pretty hectic, so I just want to read more. That is my main goal this year, is to read more, not just specifically on the weekends. Goal number 4 is to read 10 new to me authors. I have read a total of 3, so that's exciting. I'm not quite halfway there, but I feel like I'll get there. The books that I have read with new to me authors is Lore Olympus by Rachel Smith, Lizzie Medding's The Sad Ghost Club, and last but not least, The Sleepover by Michael Regina. Those are the 3 new to me authors I've read this year. Am I looking to pump those rookie numbers up? Absolutely, as I go towards the last quarter of the year. And last but not least, goal number 5 is to try an adult horror novel. I don't think that's in the cards this year. I feel like that's gonna be a little too much time and commitment for what I have currently and what I have planned for the rest of the year. So I don't think that goal is gonna get complete. However, I hope to read some more spooky horror graphic novels, just like Emily Carroll's Through the Woods. That is what I'm going to try to shuffle into the mix, since I don't think I'll be able to achieve that goal. Some other fun bookish stats that I've been keeping track of include, I've only read 2 standalones out of all the books I've read this year, so 2 standalones, 10 have been a part of a series. The average rating for all the books I've read so far is 3.59, which is a little bit above average. I honestly was expecting it to be lower for some reason. I feel like the past few books I've just read have been just average, but I'm glad that it's above a 3.5. And the last bookish fun statistic that I have is I have not reread a book this year. I'm not big into rereading, so it doesn't necessarily surprise me. I might reread Saga Volume 9 before I go into Volume 10, so that is a reread that might ruin that streak. But other than that, I don't really reread books, so I'm not surprised there. Well, anyways, that's it for checking in on my reading goals in the middle of 2022. Let me know if you are on track or if you're just off the rails like me and you're just off in some far off distant land. Anyways, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for a new bookish video.